Yes, we can talk pre-show about colonoscopies and endoscopies and all that oscopies. Plus, whether or not Oscar from Sesame Street pees. Who knows?
Rule 34.
No, that is one character I do not wish to see Rule 34 of.
I also have like a CT scan of my neck and throat in a week and a half. That's gonna be fun.
Okay, the last time you said anything, you said you were having bad neck pain. Has that gotten better or worse?
The neck pain's gotten better. It's just they needed the CT scan of my neck also for the throat thing. But I'll also tell them to like look at my neck in the CT scan, like
Yeah.
because they're doing like neck and throat CT. I thought it was just gonna be a full head neck. Apparently, they're just doing the neck, and that's it.
Well, better be safe and sorry and get all the stuff you need to done, yeah.
But after that, like, I also have to have blood work done next week, which is, it's okay. And it's just for, yearly physical stuff.
Yeah, I still have yet to find a freaking doctor in this town. I need to get busy and do that.
Their stream looks really nice, by the way. If you haven't gone and check it out, Yankum updated it, and I like it.
Okay, I'll turn on the PS4 here in just a second.
Oh, God.
What?
I was expecting the logo and got cornet faced.
Of course you get cornet face.
Seriously, he put in cornet face? Oh, jeez.
Tony Romo nominated for an Emmy for sports broadcasting.
Really? Okay, wasn't expecting that.
In what universe?
He's really good.
Yeah, he is really good.
Really good.
I know. I haven't really heard it much, so I can't really speak much on the matter, because it didn't seem like it.
Do you want to know who he's nominated with?
Who?
Gary Danielson, John Gruden, Kirk Herbstreit, excuse me. I believe that's how you pronounce that. And John Smoltz.
Kirk Herbstreit sucks.
John Smoltz.
And the first video that comes up on YouTube is Will Smith tries online dating, and the picture of him is him trying to kiss a sex bot. Okay.
This is a normal night.
Is it?
Are you sure that's just not a deleted scene from iRobot?
Ugh, don't remind me of that.
The only good thing about that movie is how underrated Alan Tudyk is as a freaking actor for being the robot in that. Like, here, you get to be in this role, but we're just gonna cover you in black and white, like, suit for mocap.
Okay, hold on for a second, fellas. Today's the 29th, right?
Today is the 29th.
Okay. It says Smark Snark episode 295, 3/22/18, now live.
God damn it, Yankum.
What did Yankum do?
Well, I can honestly say this. I'm looking at the screen right now with Cornet face cartoonishly put up with the F this company. Smark Snark podcast, some sort of chat box
you're
below.
right. It's just you're completely right. It's just Yankum Yankum fucked up again.
Ah, so normal.
Well, everything looks copacetic pretty much. It was why I was trying to get out.
Oh, great, I got balance spilled yet again. I love when medical people do illegal things.
Say what happened?
Oh, like, I got freaking billed when they should have sent it to my insurance.
Oh, crap.
I just got to take it in and they take care of it. But it happens almost every time I go to a doctor that's not like at my normal place. Like anytime they send me to a specialist or anything, it happens. At this point, I just want to like tell them that if I receive a bill, it's illegal, and it is.
Well, that sucks. Wait a second. What is this? Main Echo timeline. Echo Jr., Echo the Dolphin, Echo the underscore I can't read, and you defeat somebody and you come up with Pacific Rim? Seriously, who made this?
It's the truth.
Geniuses?
I like how you're more offended about Pacific Rim and not that it turns into Mavis Beacon teaches typing.
I'm not even sure what that is, to be perfectly
How do you
honest
not
with
know
you.
who
But
Mavis Beacon is? Get the fuck out of here.
It's
Mavis
not
Beacon
just
is
knows
real,
nothing.
damn it. Wrestling is fake and Mavis Beacon is real.
well, she looks like a real woman, unless we're talking about a computer construct here. So
For the first 8 minutes of your life.
Net gesture is not real.
If wishes were fishes, then I'd be Echo the Dolphin in the high seas.
The best one is Echo the Dolphin into Sharknado.
Alternate dimension, Echo the Dolphin somehow goes into Sharknado. Okay, why not?
And left everything on view only mode. Yankum's real.
The
Believe
original
that.
Dolphin game from Activision turning into Dolphin Emulator going into Pet for Nintendo DS.
Not just pets, dolphins.
I wouldn't exactly know how to have a dolphin as a pet. I mean, sure, we're talking about SeaWorld and all that sort of stuff, but you couldn't like actually keep one in your home, I wouldn't think. Say if you like have a boat and you had a shoreline and a dolphin could like come up and panhandle for food, but that'd be about the size of it, I'd think.
There's some guy that goes out with a clear canoe out in Florida, and there's like 3 dolphins that will follow him sometimes, and manatees and other animals that he sees on the regular.
Oh, so the
But
dolphins.
they always seem excited to see him, and will follow him around for a bit, and then go off hunting.
You sure he doesn't like give them food? Like they're excited
Look
for
at
the
that shirt.
handouts?
I don't know. I just remember seeing it like on Imgur, and he posted a huge album of like all the photos he's taken over the past few months.
Look at that shirt.
I was watching YouTube. Hang on a second.
That shirt is more over than I will ever be.
And we in begin. Oh my god. I don't know which I'm more impressed by. The fact that there's actually a shirt made out of this, or it actually showed up on WWE.com. You'd think Vince would be apologizing for it left, right, and center.
This is like one of the few times I will actually buy a WWE.com shirt that is not, or that does have stuff on the back of it.
I might too.
Man, if it just didn't have Delete on the back, I would want it.
I think
I
Delete
don't
is
care if it
fine.
has delete on the back. It is hilarious.
Delete on the back is fine. This was hilarious.
That's gotta hurt.
Uh-oh, what else you got?
He broke his ribs. He broke his ribs from that. Jester, it's your favorite giant haystacks.
Pretty snug right there, too.
Oh, jeez.
That's like
Did that on
something
a normal
in a street
floor?
fight.
Dude, you should only do that in a ring or on pads, one or the other. Jesus.
I seriously can't believe that they sold the American Legion Hall.
Who's they?
There's still like a
You
million
mean
American Legion halls.
Larry?
I can think of like 3 indies right now in Southern California that all run out of American Legion halls besides PWG.
Well, they sold the.
I know they sold the PWG one, and they have 3 more dates.
Yep. And they're
2
going somewhere
weekends,
else.
basically.
Doesn't PWG usually sell out its shows?
Yep.
Yep.
And they're going to move somewhere else and sell out there, too.
Yeah.
About
They'll
5
probably. I kind of hope they start going to the Globe Theater again whenever they can, but they'll probably choose another location that they can at least hold most of their shows at.
And the moral of the story, ladies and gentlemen, is learn not to piss off professional wrestlers, even when they do stupid shit like this.
The Neon Knights preview is out.
What was that again?
PWG Neon Knights preview.
Oh, okay.
By the way, Spec Ops the line is free on Humble Bundle. So if you don't have it, go get it.
Why the
Great
fuck
game.
do they always have the best shit for free when I'm not at my house?
Your good luck, I
I
guess.
need to I don't remember my password, so
still
I'm gonna
go
have to go reset that after the show and grab it.
You can still go to the website and send it to your email.
Nah, when you put it in your cart for free, it says you have to log in to even do that.
Can you guys hear me?
Hello, hello.
Finally, that's better.
You are super low.
Yeah, your volume could go up a little bit.
For fuck's sakes. Good, better.
Same thing.
Fuck this useless headset.
Wait a minute. Hold on for 2 seconds.
Hmm.
K-Planet, say something. Anything, but do it for like 10 to 20 seconds.
Testing.
Super low. Still very, very low.
Okay, do I change that in Discord or do I have to change that in Windows?
Why don't you change it in the settings? I believe there's a microphone gain volume slider. And if that doesn't work, then go to your other settings in your computer to see if your microphone gain can be boosted that way.
Okay, the reason I had you do that real quick is because I've got my television on in the background and it's about 20 feet away from me and it's streaming the podcast. But for a second, I didn't think your voice was coming over the stream itself. But it is. Don't worry. I double checked that.
So the Fatal 4-Way on 205 got 4 stars.
Yeah, that was good. And oh my God, what they're calling the Jenga spot. I thought for a second that Tozawa had almost literally killed everyone in that spot and almost kicked the ref in the freaking face.
He almost did kick the ref in the face.
Yep.
Hey Omega, if you look in the broadcasters and staff area, you should find the format.
It's read only though.
Oh, that's right. Hold on. So we're gonna make a copy because Yankum.
Is Yankum not here? He had another date.
He's in the shower.
Oh, okay. He'll be back then.
Because he had his date earlier today. Yeah. There. Try that. That should work. It's in the thing.
Oh, did you see our new design layout on YouTube? With cornet face and all.
Man, if that shirt wasn't $30, almost. And I could use Amazon credit. Or Amazon gift cards.
Does WWE even have anything along the lines of gift cards that aren't related to the network, like that
No.
network card?
I don't believe so.
Oh, by the way, I saw a 6-month one of those, so they've upgraded those a little bit. Still have the
Yeah.
3-month one.
Oh man, Keith Lee versus Matthew Riddle.
Oh man, I have to re-up my freaking account this month.
Testing, 1, 2.
That's much better, Planet.
Unless for whatever reason they gave me a free month for WrestleMania, which is possible.
Talk again, Cape Planet?
Better, worse.
A little better. You might want to start talking a little bit louder into the mic.
I think it's louder than what it was, that's for sure.
What kind of mic do you have? Is it like desktop or headset?
Headset. It's a HyperX. It's the USB controller. I think is fucking around.
Oh. Usually when I'm at home, I just like move my desktop mic closer to me, but
Better. Testing 1, 2.
Yeah, that's fine. You're just as loud as Vassar, in my opinion.
right now I'm just speaking into my phone though, so.
Hooray for phone apps.
Hooray.
And if you're using the
All
phone
right.
app, it's best to use headphones.
Yep, headphones with a microphone. In fact, earbuds with a microphone.
I actually use my phone mic, but have headphones that don't even have a mic on them, so.
All right, we're looking good to go. I'm going to hit the music. Y'all ready? I assume. Bueller.
Gesundheit. Yeah, I'm ready.
Omega, you're good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, wait a minute. Who's got the format?
It's in the staff. Time of the week, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Smark Snark podcast. My name is Gunner, and over there is Omega VR.
All right, I'm coming back for this one show. Just because Yankum called me out. But trust you me, this is the last one. This is my retirement. After the show, taking off my gloves and my hat and my boots, and I'm leaving them in the studio.
But you're
You'll be
keeping
your
the
head
mask, right?
Well, of course.
Of course he's keeping the mask. How do you think he continues to get dates?
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Damn. Damn, son.
All right, next week, me and Manchester, Hell in a Cell, Inferno, Buried Alive, all the Triple Cage, all that good stuff.
Oh,
Coming
yeah.
out of retirement.
I'll see what I can do in WrestleWest for that.
Also joining us this week is our wonderful technical producer, Mr. I'm too busy to take a shower right before the show starts. Yankum will be joining us a little later. You also heard Vassar there,
Hello.
Net Jester,
Hi, everybody. How you doing? And I would say that the triple cage is a concept whose time has come, but that was back in WCW days, so there you go.
Shao Kahn, please pop him.
Yes, I don't have anything witty to say, but hello, everyone.
Okay, Planet's here.
Yeah, I'm out of witty retorts too, but I do have a voice this time.
God forbid. Save us, dog.
We should do a reverse King of the Mountain match.
Please explain to me a reverse King of the Mountain match. We're stopping the show until you explain this to me.
So in order to win the match, you have to first climb up and grab the championship, and then you must possess the championship while you are pinned by someone.
Actually, that sounds a little bit interesting, which means it'll probably never get on WWE television.
I would pay serious money to have King of the Mountain show up on WWE television. I'm not even gonna lie.
So what would it take to like get into the penalty box? Like if you were pinned, you can't be pinned or submitted. Like explain that part to me.
No.
Yes. You're not
TNA
done.
never explained any of this shit. Why do I have to explain it?
You're the brainchild here, Russo. Come on
I'm the
now.
brainchild.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay, can I pause this for 2 seconds?
No.
Omega just put this up and it needs reading. Hell in a Cell Triple Inferno Buried Alive match. Bottom cage is Hell in the Cell, surrounded by Inferno fire. Climb through all 3 cages to get shovel at the top, and then bury your opponent in a dirt pile on the stage. Oh my God.
Okay.
Omega, you are the master of overbooking.
No.
Okay, so first you have to climb up the ladder and then grab the title. And then if you get pinned, you get put in the penalty box, but it's the first person who grabs the championship and brings it all the way backstage.
You mean leaves the building, basically?
Yeah. Like, the
All right.
stretcher match, they have that line. You just have to cross the line.
Okay.
Get it?
I get it. I
Because
get it.
TNA, they cross the line of logic.
Of sense
Logic
and
and
actually
safety.
making money.
And good booking. And good taste. Good anything, really, let's be honest.
By the way, we can totally this week we can totally read the chat on the video that's broadcasting our podcast this week. All right, so let's do something that you would expect. The news. AJ Styles is believed to have suffered an MCL injury, the same injury Seth Rollins suffered last year before WrestleMania, but has returned to action in a limited role at house shows. Charlotte was pulled from the Mixed Match Challenge due to not recovering fast enough from a dental surgery, but will be good to go next week.
Well, that's good news for Charlotte, but does this mean we're not going to get Nakamura Styles at Mania?
It's fine.
No, we're definitely getting Nakamura Styles at Mania. This is, Rollins had that injury last year. They just kept him off of TV for a little while, and he came back at Mania and he won. And him and H had about as good of a match as you'd expect them to.
So
I expect AJ and Nakamura to have just about as good of a match as you expect them to, which will probably be a much better match.
This isn't the major one, how Seth tore up his leg when he fought Kane during that house show. This is the little minor one.
This is more like a sprain or maybe even a minor tear, but it's something that surgery, they're going to do the match at Mania. He could have half a fucking leg and he's still going to do the match at Mania. He's AJ Styles. I mean, he's capable of doing things like that.
He's already working light duty on the house shows too, so.
He should be fine.
He was on, what has he done on TV the last few weeks? He
Not
sat at
much.
commentary and stood up. And you could tell that they've been protecting him from getting hit. I mean, he's dressed up and looks like he's ready to go, but that's just kind of a show. I don't think he's supposed to be touched until Mania.
I would agree. But it should have been that way anyways. But that's my opinion. The Louisiana Commission has banned pile drivers, power bombs, moonsaults, shooting stars, 450 splashes, stun guns, weapon shots to the head, and tossing out of the ring or over the top rope. However, these rules apparently don't apply to WWE and ROH as they are considered a major league shows, and the commission can allow any of them prior to an event if they believe performers have sufficient training and ability.
I'm flabbergasted at this. They want to put before anybody will be let onto a professional wrestling ring. You know, I would believe that unless you're a backyard fed with a bunch of yard tards and friends from the neighborhood, anybody who puts on a show would have to believe that you deserve to be in that ring, which means you've had proper training of one form or another. So WWE, of course, has all this, and like TNA Impact wouldn't. I mean, it's a little head scratching here.
Well, you know what this means with all these flippy moves? No more indie shitters. You know what? Fuck it. We are going UWF style. We're going shoot style, baby.
So they banned power bombs, pile drivers, and moonsaults, and shooting stars, and 450 splashes, stun guns.
What about 054s?
Yeah. Is Mustafa have any sort of chance, or are they going to be prejudiced against him?
Oh, Jesus Christ almighty. Okay, so you're being worked. This whole thing is a work, especially with the sleeping end of the
state. Can we take a moment to laugh at the State Athletic Commission still covering wrestling?
Yes.
Now listen, the reason for all this is because an indie guy passed away off of a botched pile driver several years ago. It might have even been decades ago. I can't remember. But
yes,
the Luke Hawks, who is the sort of local representative for the commission or the liaison, something like that, he basically said, I don't think the promotions have too much to worry about as long as if you don't brawl in the crowd and you don't blade and you don't do pile drivers, because that was the move that started the whole thing, then generally everybody should be fine. It basically sounds a lot worse than it is. And of course, WWE is exempt, so it's not like, they're going to be affected in any way.
Just when you thought Dick Wolf was the most made-up name you've ever heard of, I give to you Lou.
So,
You're getting a Bob.
Somebody gave Net Jester his Happy Meals today. I'm just saying.
Luke Hawks
Actually, no,
was at a show recently, I think, near me, but whatever.
So yeah, that should be fun. We'll count how many illegal maneuvers are performed over WrestleMania weekend.
Yes, and we'll take shots.
All of them will happen at Joe Janelle Spring Break.
Okay. Why power bombs? Why stun guns?
It all has to do with
the other
head.
ones. I know.
It all has to do with the head.
I mean, come on, those are. It just kind of blows. It's that's why it's so laughable. Is how the fuck are you gonna enforce this anyway?
The head and the neck, basically. Well, I don't know if they do a move. Are they gonna? That's a good question. Are they gonna fine the promotion? Are they gonna call the cops and shut it down immediately? I don't know. It's kind of weird.
None of these rules are going to be followed. I guarantee fucking you.
No,
I think the only one that might be followed is the not brawling in the crowd
and pile drivers. More than likely.
No fucking way, dude.
Hey, the stuff they follow anyway. Headshots, pile drivers.
Canadian Destroyer is basically a pile driver.
I'm ready to start the drink counter because I think we're going to go into liver shutdown by Sunday afternoon.
Oh God, we're going to be fucking smashed.
I
You're just gonna be
guarantee
sad.
you one of the matches on Joey Janela's show because of this is going to be two dudes just giving each other Canadian destroyers the entire time and kicking out at two after every one of them.
I want
Of course.
I want to see that.
I wouldn't
Major
expect
League
anything
Wrestling.
less.
Major League Wrestling will be on Bein Sports, BEIN Sports.
BN.
That's not
BN.
BN, right?
It's B. It's supposed to be capital B, lowercase e, capital I, capital N.
Okay.
Never heard of them.
In sport. They're an international company.
Okay, they're international. Starting on 4/20 on a Friday night and the 8 p.m. time slot, going head-to-head with New Japan on Axis. Impact announced a partnership with Rise Women's Promotion to host seminars and develop more content for Twitch. So, I guess Impact going after that Twitch money. They should
Rise
just get
funding
Drake
all
to go
those-
wrestle for them for a night.
Hey, I wouldn't mind that.
I would.
Basically, that Major League Wrestling show will probably end up being a bigger deal in Europe than it is here because that's where a lot of BN stuff is broadcasted.
Yes.
Perfect night to start.
I like to mention that Rise is a female predominant promotion and would probably be the perfect thing for Twitch.
Well, hopefully,
Absolutely.
hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll get to see
Good.
some of that.
It's again, we've talked about this many times before, how these streaming services, they're literally probably changing the business more than anything has since WCW and ECW went out of business, you know?
Moving from things we want to see to things that I can't believe that are real. Oh my God, where's my eye bleach?
This is awesome. I don't know what planet you're on once again.
Are you kidding? I'd rather see Josh Brolin as Duke Nukem than John Cena.
Well, if I could read the segment. John Cena is tentatively starring in the new Duke Nukem movie, although it does not have a script yet. The Young Bucks revealed the original Bullet Club leader versus leader storyline was between Kenny Omega and Adam Cole. And then Gangrel revealed the hidden message in the Brood's theme that was a Beatles reference, and thanks to Jim Johnson, that said, "I buried Paul, walk with me."
Ooh.
I might get murdered for this, but I really don't care for the Beatles.
Well, the
Never-
Beatles are an acquired taste for some people. I gotta listen to the Brood's theme. I couldn't even tell you where that could possibly be in there.
I can say this though, Kenny Omega versus Adam Cole would have been a lot more interesting than Kenny Omega versus Cody.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much obvious. Cody is starting to come off as a star. I mean, especially after this past weekend.
He definitely is, though. You can't ignore the fact that he does draw pretty well, especially considering for Ring of Honor and things like that.
Oh,
I just-
yeah.
I think the storyline is better with Cody because he's much easier to dislike than Adam Cole is. Adam Cole being an asshole is endearing because that's what Adam Cole has always been. You know, Cody is an asshole, and it works really well, both here and in Japan. I don't know if you would have gotten that with Adam Cole.
I just want it to be over with, to be perfectly honest. I like it, but I don't want it to be over because it's bad. I want it to be over with because it just gives me anxiety.
You think it's gonna go downhill quicker than well, never mind.
No, I think it's gonna be fine. It's good, but it's not the emotional roller coaster I signed up for.
I just want Tama to kick them both out.
Yes, I want Tama to kick them both out, become the leader of the Bullet Club, and call it a day.
The God Squad leads the Bullet Club. Hey, that'd be interesting.
Well, the real leader of the Bullet Club has always been Fale. He just puts pieces in front of him.
Right,
He's
right.
the underboss.
Actually, no, just make Fale the leader and make Tama the ace.
I think Thomas should be the leader and the ace. I think he deserves that spot. It's been a long time for him. As for John Cena, I have to hear him say "blow it out your ass" before I can make a judgment on whether or not he'll make a good Duke.
I don't think Vince will allow him to say "blow it out your ass" or anything else like that.
I don't think John
Jesus
gives a
Christ.
shit.
Jesus Christ.
He's in a
Wait till
movie.
Monday.
He's in a movie called Cock Blockers. That's like coming out this weekend or already came out or something.
Yeah, Vince has no say, I don't think, in this Duke Nukem movie. It's not a WWE movie, so Cena can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I hope that's right, but this is Vince we're talking about here.
Imagine like Thugonomics John Cena, but very 90s. Even more 90s than he was.
Think about this for a second. He gets to quote Roddy Piper.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, that's the other line I'd have to hear for sure.
I'm super excited to hear about that. But yeah, blow it out your ass. That's my best. All right, let's move on here. 15-minute time limit. Somebody ring the bell.
Hang on for a second.
That was your cue.
Did somebody? I almost thought he farted, like he almost died. Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh fuck it. Ding ding.
There's that. I'll play it.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're doing it live. Fuck it.
We are doing it live. I just want to hear. Okay, so let's get into the 15-minute time limit. We're going to talk about our predictions. We're going to break up our predictions for WrestleMania weekend here, because we'll have next week to talk about that too. So.
Oh boy.
It's not working. Why isn't it working?
I don't know. But in any situation like this, blame Yankum.
Especially because he's not here.
God, fuck that guy, right?
Okay, we should quit trying and just move on.
So yeah, take NXT Takeover New Orleans. Adam Cole versus EC3 versus Killian Dane versus Laura Sullivan versus Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream in a ladder match to crown the first NXT North American champion. And who do you all think is going to win this? I think it's going to be EC3.
Now, just
Dream.
So it's basically that, what was it, the IC ladder match again, but for the NXT US or the US belt?
North American belt, and
Or
yes.
North American, I mean.
two things. One, I am happy to see Lars Sullivan back and try to wreck some shit. And two, he is not Ethan Carter III. He is just EC3 from now on.
I mean, he pretty much was at this point. Like, no one was calling him Ethan Carter III anymore. He was just pretty much EC3.
It's just amazing to me that how could they use that, or they're using that, not using the other one. But anyway, either Lars or EC3. Adam Cole has an outside shot. I'd love to see Ricochet get it, but I'm not having my hopes up. Other than that,
I think this belt is pretty much built for Adam Cole to win it.
Ricochet is going to 630 someone through a ladder.
Velveteen Dream. I keep saying it. Velvet fucking Teen Dream.
Velveteen Dream is better in a position where he can chase someone for a belt, and him and Adam Cole as a feud would actually be really fun. I think Adam Cole is a shoe-in to win this thing. I guess I thought I would be in the majority, but I'm very much not.
I'm going to call it now. Velveteen's going to do a purple rainmaker off the ladder.
You know what's sad about this match is I am 10 times more excited for having a North American Championship because I've wanted that name forever and actually seeing a new belt.
If the new belt is the belt that we've been seeing, it's pretty fucking dope.
Oh, somebody's got
haven't
it out already?
There's a render of it.
Oh, a render. Okay.
You know, my head says Adam Cole, but my heart says Velveteen Dream.
Everybody's heart says Velveteen Dream, baby.
Not mine.
Or maybe, I mean, I don't know. Nobody. That's the thing about this ladder match. Every one of these guys are sort of on the cusp of that major push. Lars Sullivan, even. I mean, I don't think Dane's going to win it, but Sullivan might be a decent. Well, I don't know. He's still kind of. Well, then again, he was supposed to be in the main event until something happened and he disappeared for a month.
I'm going with the dark horse with Killian Dane just because I fucking love him.
All right, let's move on. Undisputed Era versus Authors of Pain versus Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne for the NXT Tag Team titles and the 2018 Dusty Rhodes Classic Trophy.
So it's going to be a triple threat. I thought we still had a singles match between Roderick, Pete, and the AOP, but we're going to do this in a three-way.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna say fuck it. Strong and Dunn win it.
Yeah, part of the reason I think Adam Cole is going to win the North American title is that you have the Undisputed Era retain their belts, and they walk around with 3 championships. Also, they're the best team in this match, like by far.
Still, isn't Fish injured?
That is actually a good point.
I don't know if he's still hurt or not.
See, part of the reason I feel like the Undisputed Era retain is that the Authors of Pain are sort of like, what else can you do with them in NXT? It's time to put them on the main roster.
Cole is apparently doing double duty. He's going to fill in for Fish.
Dude, so he's going to do a ladder match and a tag title match. What a guy.
Oh, dear God.
The guy's risking something happening to him, that's for sure.
All right. Honestly, Undisputed Era might take the whole night. If Adam Cole wins the North American, I could see Undisputed Era winning the tag belts. But if that's not the case, then it's going to be Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne because I think Authors of Pain are on the way up.
All right.
Women's title match: Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. However you pronounce it.
You know what? I'm going to say Shayna wins this one, and then Ember's going to be on her way up.
So she can feud with Asuka again.
I'm kind of sad this isn't like a street fight or something.
Well, we've already got one of those on the card.
Well, I know, but I mean, I think this is going to be maybe they'll save that for the next takeover and the blow off of this feud. I kind of assume that Shayna wins as well.
I think this match is going to be better than their last match.
God, I hope.
It'd be much worse.
Shayna is everything about her is good except for in the ring. I hope that
I disagree. I feel like she's okay in the ring. Like I feel like there's something missing in there, but overall I like her moveset and I like her style. I just feel like there's something missing.
It's about 3 years worth of polish there.
Yeah. I don't know who said it, but whoever said she's the female Baron Corbin, like hit the nail on the head.
Yep, she's definitely the female.
And yet, it really doesn't make sense if she doesn't win because she won off a fluke, or she lost off a fluke, I should say. I kind of am getting tired of these dominating characters on every show. It's like they both have teams that have beaten everybody. You got Lesnar, you got Rousey, you got Asuka, you got, But I mean, it is the only thing that makes sense at the moment. So
Just bores me. Hopefully, NXT Women's Division can add some talent or debut some people in the next year.
Okay, so next, I guess.
Yep. Let's see here. Andre Cien Almas versus Aleister Black for the NXT title.
I'm gonna go with Almas to retain. And it's not going to be a clean finish, obviously. But yeah, Almas is going to retain. It's going to set up the rematch for these two.
Well, you've got Selena Vega. How in the hell do you have a clean finish?
Who knows?
I would disagree. I think that it's time for Killian to, excuse me, not Killian, what am I saying? Aleister Black to actually do what he's supposed to do. You know, lead NXT, essentially.
Is that what he's supposed to do? Because there were always these rumors. We're bringing him up. He's so good. We're bringing him up to the main roster. He's going to be on 205 Live.
They wanted to fast track him to the main roster, and now they're holding him in NXT for a while.
Like, to me, whatever happens in this match is, like, if he loses, he is going to the main roster after Mania. If he wins it, he's obviously sticking around. Like, I don't think there's any other way that this goes as far as afterward. I think he wins it. I think he's sticking around. I think the big money match is Black versus Ciampa down the line.
Like for the last two matches of this card, it's pretty much whoever loses goes to the main roster.
You know, it's impressive to me how much this card has been built up over time. Like Gargano Ciampa is a year-long storyline that's coming to an end. Baszler versus Ember Moon has been about a half a year long. And then Aleister Black and Almas have had their own like paths rising to the top. Not to mention that, like, I think in Aleister's debut match, he beat Almas, didn't he? Just impressive storylines all around, all coming to a head at New Orleans. And how about it? The main event in an unsanctioned match with Johnny Gargano's NXT career on the line. Gargano versus Ciampa.
You think they're actually going to do the lights out gimmick?
I don't know, but I wonder if Gargano is shook on facing a literal god.
Oh, God.
I don't think he's that shook.
Yeah, we're not talking Bray Wyatt here. We're talking about true, a guy by the name of Psycho
about
Killer,
someone
but
with
still.
actual talent.
Wait a minute, is he denying God?
Yes, he's
Are we gonna have a stunt granny knock Ciampa out mid-match?
I want it to be Gargano in makeup to be the stunt granny.
How the hell do you pull that off?
It's like the start of the match. As he comes out, Gargano's just like in a rubber mask and acting like a old lady.
Yeah, no, he's waiting for like Ciampa's in the middle of the ring waiting for Gargano to come out, and then he sees this old lady, and then the old lady attacks him, basically, and then pulls off the mask and says, "I thought you said 3 minutes."
Oh, good Lord.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Good Lord, we're going back to Bischoff booking.
It would be fantastic. It's a complete shame that wouldn't happen, though. Just saying.
I mean, think about the match these two guys had in the first round of the Cruiserweight Classic and how good that was. And imagine that, but when the crowd has a reason to cheer for someone and boo the other, it's going to be something special. Like, this is with AJ hurt, I don't think anything could top this from match of the weekend. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster.
Absolutely.
And I, of course, have the God, Tommaso Ciampa, kicking the shit out of that fucking geek and sending him packing to 205 Live like the bitch he is.
Amen.
He mocks God.
Yeah, Gargano's going to the main roster. He doesn't win this one.
I really, 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 really hope that they do something like draft him as SmackDown. Or just not in the cruiserweight division, man. He's going to get completely lost in the shuffle.
I'm just so disappointed that immediately everybody thinks that if you're under like 5'10 and you're like 185 pounds or 190 pounds or something, you're immediately going straight to the fucking 205 Live shit.
Reminder
That's great.
Yeah, reminder that Ricochet fits that specification perfectly.
I know. That's my point. That's my gripe. Hey guys, let's get into WrestleMania. Because this is going to be great. WrestleMania.
Can I just say before we move on, how good is this takeover card? Like, this is one of the best cards they've ever put together.
Absolutely, back to back. No matter what top to bottom, this is a fucking amazing card.
And WrestleMania is gonna have to follow it. Good fucking luck.
Right?
You can almost feel sorry for him this time around.
Almost.
Has there ever been a main roster show that's been better than the takeover before it?
There's been ones that have like come close, but not like been better, and that was because the takeover wasn't that good. All right, moving on. WrestleMania. Let's get started with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Hey, everybody, move! My best Andre impersonation.
Don't ever again. But no, who do you think is going to win?
I would love to see the Revival actually win it as a tag team. It's like one of the few actually interesting scenarios that could come out of this match.
Well, later in the night, if we're going to have Braun win the tag team titles pretty much by himself, even though he says he's going to get himself a partner, I don't see why you don't have a tag team winning a battle royal.
Yeah, it comes down to the Revival, and they eliminate each other together.
And then no one wins. Which is pretty much what happens in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
I was going to say, it's who do you hate most in this match? Then you should cheer for them to win. Yes, Ziggler.
If Jinder Mahal wasn't in the U.S. title match, I would think that he was going to win this. Also, it's going to be Matt Hardy.
No.
Yep.
It's definitely going to be Dolph Ziggler, and then he's going to quit the next day.
Well, that too. But no, it's going to be Matt Hardy, and then and then Bray's going to come out in the middle of the match, and we're going to have a confrontation. And Bray's going to help him win the match. All right, let's move on.
It'd be better if it was
Husky Harris.
It'd be better if it was Husky Harris, or if it was just Sister Abigail.
Or something like that.
Or if his face popped up in the middle of the ring like it did, like all the worms and shit last year.
Oh, sweet God.
They need to bring that gimmick back.
No.
Yeah.
No, God, no.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Raise faith.
If you're listening
make him like Zordon.
If you're listening out there, please don't ever do this gimmick, WWE. Thank you.
Think of how cool an entrance would be with that. If you put like some different video over it. I think that'd kick ass.
If they just projected stuff and
imagine
into the middle of the ring.
Imagine instead of Asuka's mask on the Titantron, you like project it into the ring like that as she gets in the ring. That'd be fucking sick.
You know, it'd be cooler.
That's a good idea.
You know, it'd be cooler if she came out with a cape that was like the LED board.
You know what's going to be even better than that is this year, WWE Hall of Famer Kid Rock plays Asuka live to the ring. He's going to play American Badass for her. She rides out on a motorcycle.
I want you to stop this. This is awful. This is awful. And you know what? I'm going to call it right now. Asuka's going to wear the clown face paint.
Ooh, you think she's going crazy Asuka, do ya?
Yes, and I also think that Dog is wrong, completely wrong. She's going to come out to Rollin' on a motorcycle, and Fred Durst is going to play her out and is going to ask her to look at his gold Cobra.
Oh my sweet God! I would rather she come out to Baby Metal's karate, but who cares?
Jesus.
Death.
Asuka obviously wins this.
God, I would hope. You don't think they would?
Uh,
You don't think they would do that, do they?
Think about this for a second. It's Charlotte Flair at a pay-per-view.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just. Oh God, why? No, please.
I'm sure Shao Kahn here is twitching with me mentioning that.
I'm hoping this is going to be a good match. I kind of feel like these two are going to have a bit of a clashing style to them.
All of you, bops and arm bars. All of you.
But it should be solid. And if Asuka wins, which she should, it'll be good.
arm bars everywhere.
It will be the best women's match of the evening.
Oh, of
Well,
course.
What other women's? Yeah, obviously.
Well, we've got the Battle Royal, but we're not going to talk about that till next week.
Yep. Speaking of things that we're going to talk about this week, though, the Usos versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Tag Titles in what is allegedly now a TLC match.
Oh my God, I didn't hear
great.
that.
I do not
Wait,
want
when did they say
that.
this?
Why is it a TLC match?
So they can actually use their hammers.
Yes.
Why do we want to see them use those hammers?
Yes.
No.
Wait. They can't use their
Hammers
hammers.
versus
It's a tables,
ladders.
ladders, and chairs match.
But it also
images.
falls under the umbrella of no disqualification.
Well, you gotta be able to sit on those hammers to be and have it go so far up your ass, for this gimmick to fucking work for you. So
Canaanites
Hate
everywhere.
this goddamn gimmick. I hate this. I hate both of them because of the gimmick. I'm a huge fan of both of those guys. Gimmick sucks.
Wait, since when is it a TLC match?
That's the rumor.
That's the I believe
Prevailing
WWE. No, they spoiled it. One of their websites spoiled it and then retracted it. So we're expecting it next week.
Yeah, probably announce it next week on SmackDown.
Watch them not do that because that happened. Vince would totally pull something like that.
I'd be
God,
happy
I
with
hope
that.
I don't want to see this be a TLC match.
I
I don't
kind
want
of
to see
want to
this
see.
fucking match.
I want to see the Usos and the New Day in a TLC match, but I don't want the Bludgeon Brothers involved.
I am infinitely happier about Jinder Mahal in the U.S. title match than I am about the Bludgeon Brothers in the SmackDown Tag title match.
Wow, really?
It's not even close.
Wow.
So let's move on to that then.
Randy Orton versus Bobby
Usos
Roode.
retained, by the way.
Huh?
Usos retained.
Yes. Yes.
So help
Yeah,
me
I think the
fucking God if they put the belts on the Bludgeon Brothers.
I think they will.
Ew.
Uh,
Could you? Oh wait. Could you imagine the New Day winning it?
I would love
Yeah.
for the New Day to win it, but I'm not sure that's in the cards. Oh, and by the way, if the Bludgeon Brothers win, Save Us Dog is going to have a liberal helping of catnip.
Did you just say I'll take a piss bet? Okay, Chester, you take a piss bet. If the Bludgeon Brothers win, you drink your own pee. Got it.
I don't know how you came to that idea, but God, everybody says I'm crazy.
Back me up, guys. That's exactly what he said, right? Hello.
Bueller.
Wow.
No,
All
get
right.
out.
All right.
Yes.
There we go. Omega heard it. All right. So Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev for the U.S. title.
Rusev's winning this.
Rusev might be getting the U.S. title back.
It might as well be him, considering how popular he is. But I think they're gonna do it on I don't know, gender.
Jinder pins. Jinder is the one that gets pinned in this match.
Gender eats the pin. Yeah, that'll be the good end to the experiment. That is Jinder Mahal, and I picked up some hiccups. God damn it!
He's gonna get pindered.
Yeah, he's gonna get hindered.
I'm sorry.
Hindered and pindered.
Hindered by Rusev.
But yeah, no, I think that Rusev will win this. It'd actually be a come around, basically, because remember back at SummerSlam when Rusev lost in 10 seconds to Randy Orton?
They're trying not to.
This is the sweet revenge for that. And then finally, for the SmackDown side of things, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
The triumphant return to the ring of Dirk Dittbutt himself. We'll see how much ring rest he has, or even if this is some sort of immense swerve.
Shane turns on Bryan. Bryan gets to chase the title, glory. They always like him being the underdog to an authority figure. So imagine if he leaves the position, Shane keeps the position. You know what I mean?
Well, I know what you mean, but I thought it was going to go the other way around. I thought they might be turning him heel, and that Bryan would go to swerve Shane and go on to sort of like what's the name? Freaking oh God! Why can't I remember?
Chester, stop talking. What's Shane's last name?
McMahon.
And who's the bad guy in this?
I'll probably be a McMahon, but I thought
and what's Daniel's last name?
Bryan. Well, Danielson, but
And is that or is that not McMahon?
not.
So he will not be the heel. There
They
you
were.
go.
They would have. I mean, they might have tried it if he was still an authority figure, but since he's wrestling again, SmackDown desperately needs a rating bump. They got to kind of keep him babyface. There's not really much else they can do.
So no hope of a secondary undisputed era with Owens, Zayn, and Bryan.
Don't hold your breath.
We
We
don't
really do
need
not
more
want that.
trios.
Unless there's going to be trios titles, I don't need any more trios.
Right, exactly. But Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles on the SmackDown after WrestleMania?
No, they're going to start saving, especially with Daniel Bryan and him coming back with this type of injury. They're going to treat him, I feel like, very similar to when HBK came back in like 2002. We're going to use him for pay-per-views, TV. He's not going to do a ton of house shows. That's how he's going to be.
In other words, use sparingly.
Exactly. And he should be. He's a draw. He's like he's one of the few draws that they actually have that they know for a fact moves the needle. I hope Shane does something stupid. And you know he will too. I just want to know what it is. I'm excited for that. He's gonna jump
him wrestling
off of,
after that long.
He's gonna jump off of like the the big like Titantrons that are hung above the ring. He's gonna climb up that or some shit. He's gonna do crazy something. You just know it.
Crawl into the crowd and like climb the girders.
He's gonna climb to the crowd and then go motion for the coast to coast, and then all of a sudden his guts fall out because he had fucking surgery. I'm expecting this. Is that terrible of me? But I'm expecting this.
No, it's not terrible because he's a McMahon. That's what they do.
Whatever. All right, Dairy Queen drive-thru. Vassar with the ratings.
And now for the ratings. Starting off with Impact with 362,000 viewers, up from the 350,000 the week previous. On to Raw with 3.366 million viewers, up from the 3.327 million the week previous. And finally with SmackDown 2.56 million, down from the 2.888 million the week previous, and that is it for the rating.
Daniel Bryan actually proving himself to be a draw. Go figure. And with the birthdays, it's dog.
Okay, today, happy birthday to Sixto Almaraz Vidal. And then tomorrow, happy birthday to SD Jones, to Brian Linder, to Lynn Musselin, to Trent, and to Gunner. Is that you?
That's me.
Lame. I wish it was the TNA Gunner's birthday.
Hey, fuck Gunner.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck you, Gunner. And
What's
happy
really funny,
birthday.
actually, is that Trent and I have the exact same birthday.
Happy birthday, Gunner. Tomorrow.
Carry on. Whatever.
Okay, 31st. Emil Dusek, Missouri Mahler, and Otto von Heller all having birthdays. And then on April 1st, happy April Fool's Day birthdays to Stanislaus Zabisco, to Don Lewin, to Oni WikiWiki, to Morris Shapiro, to Glenn Wade, to Fred Bozick, to Sammy Stein, to Bill Osborne, and to Dick Worley. And then on the 2nd, happy birthdays to Hard Boiled Haggerty, to Brian Glover, to Bob Griffin, to Bill Snyder, and to D.C. Dillinger. And then on the 3rd, happy birthdays to Duncan McTavish, to Floyd Marshall, and to Frank Brown. And then on the 4th, to Joe Stetcher, to Brown Bomber Don Kindred, to Billy Wicks, to Earl Malone, and to Grigory Verachev. Those are the birthdays.
Hard Boiled Haggerty is my favorite name out of
Great.
that list.
Brown Bomber Don Kindred. That's like a 50s name. You could never do that now.
Otto von Heller, yeah.
Oni WikiWiki. Come on now.
And you could take those last 3 days of birthdays and make like a Fed from the 70s or something. Duncan McTavish.
I've heard that name before somewhere. Isn't he like a prominent English wrestler? I could be wrong. And now it is time for This Week in Wrestling with Omega BR.
Yes, this weekend, wrestling history, circa 1947, where Hans Schnabel is awarded the vacant Illinois Midwest heavyweight title. He would later be recognized as world champion in Illinois. Jump to 1955, where Bulldog Curtis and Tommy Martinez defeat Kurt von Poppenheim and Leo Wallach to win the NWA Pacific Northwest Tag Team titles. And in 1956, Pat O'Connor defeats Lord Atholl Layton for the vacant Toronto NWA British Empire Heavyweight title in Toronto, Ontario. The title was vacated after Whipper Billy Watson won the NWA World Heavyweight title on March the 15th. And that was this weekend wrestling history.
Happy trails. Haha, Yankum, I get to do this one. Happy trails to Ms. and Maurice, who welcomed their daughter on March 27th, a week early. Monroe Sky Mizanin.
Well, at least he didn't come on WrestleMania. That's something.
Yeah, he's got to be relieved.
Pretty cool. And happy trails to SmackDown Top 10 list, which is already finished. They're not using Make It anymore. They used it for 1 week, and it was dumb. And they're like, no more, please. Thank you. We don't want to do this anymore.
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I guess.
What to watch this week in wrestling? Vassar. Vassar.
I'll take the main event from the 205 Live, Akira Tozawa versus Kalisto versus Buddy Murphy versus TJP, because that match was the highlight of my week.
That Jester.
So there are a lot of good things to come out of Strong Style Evolved last week. And I almost missed it because I thought it was on a Saturday instead of a Friday. But whatever you can take out of there, my personal favorite was, just because I'm a little bit too much of the freaking old school fan of mine, the Will Ospreay match versus Jushin Thunder Liger. It was a pretty good match, even though it was short. And even though I would have loved to have seen Liger go over, still the right person went over in Will Ospreay. And it was just a fun, good match with a little extra put on the end there, as we got a new rivalry if Ray is going into NJPW when he gets healthy again.
As usual, I completely forgot to think of one of the matches from Strong Style Evolved, but whatever.
Shao Kahn, which we watched this week in wrestling.
I think you all should watch Okada and Ishii versus Suzuki and Sabre Jr. That match was pretty great. It was good to see Suzuki and Ishii just beating the hell out of each other. And yeah, Zack Sabre Jr., submission master, and continues to make West salty as hell.
That's a good enough reason to watch him right there.
I
He's
like
not
him.
as boring as everybody tries to lead him on to be.
But I like him, and I don't understand why people don't. I mean, I understand, like, it's
There's a group of people that don't, and very violently do not.
Save Stone.
I'm mildly
What's this week in wrestling?
You should watch the Golden Lovers versus the Young Bucks. I mean, that's, if you haven't already watched it. And if you're gonna watch that show, you should also watch, for the first time ever, the greatest tag team literally possibly you could ever create. Yano Toru and Chucky T taking on the Killer Elite Squad. Who, by the way, if we're talking about people who everyone hates for no good reason, the Killer Elite Squad are also in that group. What is it with Suzuki on and those types of people, man? Tai Chi is very much like that too.
Hey, man, Lance Archer is a friend of the show. Just saying. Good fucking dude.
He is. I'm just saying there are a lot of people who don't like Killer Elite Squad for some reason. I never understood
Watch
it.
that fucking match, though. That was good. What should we watch this week in wrestling?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
The Mixed Match Challenge, of course, with Becky Lynch filling in for Charlotte against Finn Balor and Sasha Banks, the Loser Club.
That was fantastic. I enjoyed that. This whole Mixed Match Challenge thing has been amazing. I hope that we get to see more of this as we go forward.
Hey, by the way, Braun and Alexa are filming a ride-along episode.
Oh, good God.
You cut the sexual tension with a knife.
Now, just to get out of kayfabe, a reminder that Alexa is married, isn't she?
No, she is engaged.
Oh, she's engaged. Okay.
To Buddy Murphy. So, yeah, that's a thing. This week in wrestling, you should actually watch Jay White versus Hangman Page from Strong Style Evolved. Essentially, watch the whole Strong Style Evolved card, because if you didn't, you're an idiot. Because it's good. It's really good.
I really thought that Hangman Page destroyed his elbow on that apron bump.
Oh, God, yes.
Try and find any commentary other than the Access commentary, though.
Oh my God, yes. Hopefully we'll find a rip of a Japanese commentary, or just go on to New Japan World and watch it.
Yes.
It
Also,
was painful to listen to JR.
How did JR he's not using his stuff week to week? Is how bad he's gotten, or what is it?
The thing is you can tell it with both the commentators on Axis. They don't watch New Japan regularly, and they don't know who's who, the storylines, or the moves, so they're just completely lost.
it is. I'm still waiting for the supercut of every different way that JR attempts to say Ingobernables. It's really
Or Cheryl.
Yeah, it's really not that hard of a word to say in all honesty, but he said it like 20 different ways and never said it correctly, even once.
Los Ingobernables, isn't that it?
Yes. But although I will give credit to Josh Bennett for calling them the ungovernables. Fuck, I can't. What is the translated American version of it, which makes more
Ungovernable.
sense. Yes.
Well, the Ingotables. There you go, guys. It's Ingotables.
damn.
That's the answer to the question. By God.
He is broken in half.
The ungovernables.
Ungovernables
Of Japan.
of Japan. All right. Go watch that show because it was good. Go watch Mixed Match Challenge because that's good. Go pay attention to NXT because we're super hyped for NXT. And we thank you all for listening so much. You're paying attention to us each and every week. This has been the Smark Snark podcast. This has been episode 296. Thank you, podcastthemes.com, for our theme song. You can also check us out online at twitter.com/SmarkSnark, facebook.com/SmarkSnark, and YouTube. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Write a comment. This is how we get discovered. So please feel free to do all those things. We super appreciate y'all listening. Next week is WrestleMania Predictions Part 2, and we might have a special guest on the show. I don't know yet, but we'll see.
Ooh.
Thank you all very much for listening, and we still don't have a close.
In the meantime, and in between time, that's it. Another edition of the Smark Snark podcast. Bye now.
That's it. You and me, we're going in the alley right now, and I'm going to give you a tussle, and I'm going to armbar you. I'm going to armbar you. I am going to armbar you that the neighbors are going to get scared.
I'll fight anybody who doesn't like Ed Whalen.
The armbar supposed to be at the shoulder. Not done that way. Shout! Oh God! Just Omega, help!
Good night, dear Dreston.